Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the Bandai High Grade Universal Sentry HGUC 144 scale Bawoo. This is the part 2 of the review. Now, some people were telling me they had problems watching the first video on mobile. It's okay on PC, but I guess it just did not upload properly. So I'm going to give you guys a full review. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the box. I think you guys seen the box in the unboxing, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. If you want this kit to look like this, you're gonna have to do a lot of painting, and that's exactly what I did. So I will show you guys that very soon. Here we have all the gimmicks. Obviously, it's a transformable mobile suit. It's also a combiner. Yeah, and then the retail price is 1,200 yen. So this is like I guess this is the second combiner mobile suit. First one I did was the double Zeta. That thing, it has like 3 parts I can combine together, which is really cool. And then now we have the Bawoo, and the Bawoo is actually really cool. So let's talk about the first things first. We got the sticker here for the Bawoo symbol, the kanji. I actually use that, even though you're not supposed to use it on the mass production version, but whatever. And then we have 3 sets of full sticker for the mono eye. I used the last one, which is dead center. I think I always prefer the mono eye to looking, straightforward. So here we have the picture. It's made from Gundarium alloy. It's got a beam rifle, mega particle gun, beam saber, grenade launcher, and missiles. Okay, so here we go. I think these are the grenades on the side skirts, and then this is obviously the beam rifle. Mega particle cannon is probably those 2 parts on the waist section. The top part of the Bawoo is called the Bawoo attacker, and the bottom is called the Bawoo nutter. Yeah, such a silly name. Borderline on inappropriate, but I think it was just mistranslated. So yeah. Anyway, it's not really a difficult kit to put together. It's very simple, but if you want it to look anything like what you see on the box art or the manual, tremendous amount of painting will be required, and that's exactly what I did. Basically, painting this kit took me much longer than building the kit. But I wanted to look presentable, and yeah. My thoughts on this kit is that it's, the mold is good, the articulation is good, but the major problem is the color separation. There's basically none. If you want it to look anything like what you see on the box, painting is required. Otherwise, you're just gonna get a kit that's all green with a very little bit of yellow in it. And that's it. There's like no red whatsoever on this kit. All the red that you see on this kit is painted, and yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. We have 2 multi-purpose gripping hands. This will be used to grab onto the beam saber only. The beam saber is a toothpick, so you do have to paint the hilt. And if you want it to look nicer, you can throw some gold here on this one to give it some nice look. All right, so that's that, and 2 gripping hand, and then we have 1 trigger finger. I disassemble it because the gun is being attached to the Bawoo attacker. So here we go. So once again, this is the Bawoo nutter. Yeah, I think it's just mistranslated. This time I throw some decal on here. This is a symbol for Glemmy Toto, and then I got the sticker here for the Bawoo symbol. Also throw a water slide decal here for the Bawoo symbol on the leg, and the Neo Zeon symbol right there, and some more on the this part. This thing is like a remote control, just a attacker right here. Painted the particle cannons, and this thing forms the leg for the Bawoo. So yeah, there we go. It's a very simple transformation right there. And while I'm at it, might as well talk about articulation. So yeah, I also painted the back here too to make it more presentable. The feet can be collapsed, for the transformation gimmick. We have articulation here for the knee armor. We do have, I thought it was going to be, actually it is double jointed knee. Yeah, it's a little bit more than 90 degrees, but that's all you're going to get. Due to the transformation gimmick, we do have the thigh cut, which is very nice. Yeah. And the reason why we have that is because of the transformation gimmick. The front skirt is connected, so you cannot separate them, but you can lift it up so the leg can go forward. And I guess if you lift up the winglet on the side, you might get a little bit more. Yeah, not too much. You can't really do a full split on this. It's designed for transformation, not for, for the purpose of posing the model kit in terms of articulation. So that is the lower leg right there. That's the bottom part of the Bawoo. And here's the most interesting part right here, the Bawoo attacker. So this is really nice. Yeah, you can see this whole shield I had to paint. So yeah, I painted all the cannons right there, the particle cannons, and the Neo-Zeon symbol. Supposedly you're supposed to paint this in the dark green color if you want it to be more closely represent the box art. But I like the gray color, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. And yeah, here's the back. I painted the fuel tanks, painted in the details on the back thrusters, painted in all the parts on the forearm, and then obviously painted the whole entire beam rifle, including the power cables and the camera, and painted the details on the side, all the gold color, those are all painted in. And yeah, that's the Bawoo attacker. The beam rifle attached to the bottom, and then we got these particle cannons. Oh, I also painted in the missiles on the side. So yeah, pretty cool. So this thing just flies around. Obviously, the pilot is sitting in the cockpit. And also, yeah, I painted the Neo-Zeon symbol right there too. And then throw some decals on here to give it more interesting, make it look more interesting. All right, so basically that's it. This is the Bawoo attacker. And let's go ahead and transform this guy. Again, with this transformable mobile suits, the articulation is mainly designed for the transformation gimmick. And this is cool because it's not only just a transformable mobile suit, it's also a combiner. It's like a transformer, full package right there. All right, so basically what you want to do is you want to rotate the arms right here, rotate it out like so. Actually, you want to move these missiles like lowered first. And there we go. That's the missile forms a backpack. And then you want to move the arms out like so. Same thing right here, like that. I throw a water slide decal for Glimmy symbol right there too for the the shoulder armor. Then you can rotate the arm, and it's pretty much very simple from this point. So basically, you want to get this part to come out. There we go. Just pushing it up. Okay, I need to get this part to come out. I think use a beam saber to go in there. There we go. This part come out like that. This is where the this section goes into. Then you want to rotate this piece right there to form the back of the torso. Also painted in these details right there. Looking very cool. Alright, and then you adjust the winglets a little bit, like that, and you close it down like that. Alright, let me adjust the winglets a little bit more so it doesn't clash with the backpack. Okay, there we go. Move the arms down, move the shoulders up. And that's the upper half of the Bawoo. Then you move this section downward like that. Then you connect this whole section here. This cockpit just slices into this piece right there. And there we go. It actually looks really good once you detail it up and painted the kit. I also painted the inside of the shoulder arm. So yeah. I like it. It's a nice looking kit. Okay, so obviously you can have the hand right here with a beam saber. Then And the second hand goes here, like that. And for articulation, well, the head is on a ball joint, so you can rotate that. It is very hinder, so whenever you're trying to move the head, it's either gonna pop off or it's not gonna move anywhere. So unfortunately, that's the case. We do have a hinge for the shoulder, but it's made for transformation. You can rotate the arm 360, like so. And then we have the bicep swivel, so you can rotate that. We have a 90-degree bend right there, barely 90 degree for the arm. Obviously, the hands on the ball joint. Don't worry about waist articulation. There is none because, you know, you can't see that. It's just a peg for the body to go in. Now the winglet on the back, you can articulate like that. The rest is just stationary because of the transformation. But you can make this thing really cool by moving the winglet out like that and make the missile pod come out. So it got additional, you know, firepower. I think that does look really cool. All right, so another gimmick will be the shield attachment point. So you're gonna have to rotate the arm like that. Unfortunately, that's just how all the old designs are. You know, it's very, very awkward. We got the two clips right here on the forearm. That's where the shield connector goes. So you grab the shield, you flip this piece up like that, and then you pop it into the connector, like so. And there you go, you got the shield. Now the nice thing is that it's a ball joint, so you can kind of articulate it if you like. It's to me, it's still kind of awkward. In fact, it's pretty awkward. It's like clashing with the backpack already. So I'm probably gonna just move the winglet down on this side. It's just not really proper, to be honest with you. All right, so yeah, that's looking pretty cool. This thing will look even better once we attach the beam rifle. So forget the beam saber. Probably never ever gonna use that beam saber anyway. Okay, so let's get rid of the gripping hand and put on the trigger finger. And now the Bawoo is complete. How cool is that? Now, my final verdict. This can be a cool. This can be a really good kit if you decided, you know, if you want to put in the extra effort like I did. I think at this stage, it does look really, really nice. Take a look at that. Look at all that detail. But unfortunately, this is all done by me. And if you want it to look like this, you are going to have to put in about 5 or 6 hours of work on top of building it. So, yeah, you know. It is what it is. Get it if you're willing to put in the work. If you're just a street builder, you probably want to avoid this kit because you're going to be very disappointed with the lack of colors and stuff like that. That's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.